Okay, welcome to In the Cut with Arthur. We are in the cut. I'm Arthur, and I actually have my first guest here, my beautiful girlfriend, Yami. Welcome, Yami. Thanks for being in the cut.
In the cut.
Yes. So first and foremost, there's some things I want to talk about from my previous episode that Yami has not listened to. And I thought about, as I was listening to it, to prepare it to post online. There was one part, Yami, and I'm going to apologize, and I did want to talk about this. I talked about how I feel like I am a fairly entertaining person, and I feel like, amongst our friends, I would probably consider myself, probably one of the top comedic people in our friend group.
That's high praise. Our friend group is listening to this, you just slandered me so hard.
Well, there's something I wanted to address as I was listening to that I feel like sounded a little bit more harsh than I intended it. And I said, I feel like I'm clearly funnier than you. Now, I am, but I wanted to make sure that I just wanted to qualify. You are funny. And I feel like the way I said it previously, it would make it sound like you're not funny. But you are. You are in your own right. It's just, I think I'm clearly the funnier person.
I think I'm funny.
Yeah. You are. You are. So, I wanted to put that out there and apologize. Because as I was listening to it, and
I don't know, but you're just kind of dragging everyone.
Well, nobody here even knows me. Nobody here knows you. Mm-hmm. Nobody's actually going to listen to this, as far as I know right now.
Yes, but you have a high listening percentage of how many people are listening.
If we were to really break it down, name somebody in our friend group, or you don't have to name a name. Is there anybody who you think you would probably qualify as being funnier than me?
No, I'm gonna name.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to throw anyone out there. Just in case any of our friends are going to listen to this.
They probably won't. But I definitely don't think that any of them are funnier than me. I think maybe one may be pretty close.
Don't name them.
I'm not.
You're going to break the friend group up.
Honestly, if my friends are listening to this, and if you guys are somehow listening to this, you guys know. You guys know the truth.
Text on the group chat.
You guys know. You could come on any group chat and you will know. You're not bringing the ha-has at the level of ha-has that I bring to the functions.
The ha-has and
I think I have a high ha-ha to hangout ratio. Uh-huh. That when we hang out, I would say the highest ratio of ha-has are coming from me.
Uh-huh. Okay. I'm not saying you don't get ha-has.
Okay.
But I'm saying
highest ratio. I feel like that's a good indicator of who's funnier and who's not. Who's bringing the most ha-has. I'm not saying I'm hanging out with a bunch of duds. No, my friends, they have me giggling. But
quick shout out.
But what I am saying is if every time somebody had a ha-ha, there was a little ding, I would say if it was a bar graph, my bar would probably be the highest.
Okay. So who's not the funniest?
Who's not the funniest? Are we talking about of people that we directly have group chats with?
Yes.
That we actively use?
Don't name them. I'm joking.
I can bring the names.
Don't name them.
They're not going to listen.
You don't know. Don't name them.
I don't know. But if you're listening to this...
If you are listening to
just
this,
so you know, it's
support.
You.
Okay.
It's you. It's you. It's you. It's not you. But it's you. It's you. I'm sorry. We love you. We love hanging around you.
Yeah.
And you have your moments. And I'm also curious if once we stop recording this to know, do you have somebody in mind? And I'm not saying that, we don't like them and they're not funny. But, if you had to rank, I'm saying every time we hang out, who comes with the ha-has? I think I'm to the top. I also think you're pretty high. I think you're definitely in the top 5 ha-has.
I think so, too. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I feel like I'm up there. I'm not bland.
No. This was another thing, and we've talked about this. I was thinking about, like, I don't think you can. Do you think you can date somebody who's not in the same haha level as you? Honestly, now I think this is the term, haha level. Like, haha ratios for our Latinx listeners, the yayas. But what? I just want to be all inclusive. And if anyone wants to try canceling my podcast that's not getting listened to, I am of Hispanic origin, so it's okay for me to shout out the Latinx listeners.
And you identify as that, right?
I mean, I didn't know it was a thing until it was a thing.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay.
I guess. Okay, but anyway. Okay, so if we're going at a haha per minute for when you're like hanging out with people, I do think you're definitely in a top bracket of ha-has per minute. Like
what though? You're saying top bracket, but I feel like
so like
the top bracket of like
people that we hang out with.
So I'm like second.
I don't know if you're second. I think you're top 5 for sure.
We only have like 5.
Okay, no, hold on. We have one group text that's active. That there's 4 of us, so that's 2 people, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. We have an Instagram 4 chat that has 1 person in it, so that'd be a 3rd person that's very active. We have a text group with somebody who comes around that's fairly active, but I would still consider them part of our close friends, probably because of 2020. We don't see them as much, so that's 4. And then we have another 2 people that we hang out with and talk to regularly, so that would be... So top 5 doesn't sound that impressive now when we're down to 6 people, but you're definitely
I said like we only
6.
have like 5 friends.
Well, it's 6. We just counted it. Okay.
So I'm in the lower bracket.
Well, okay. So I would say, okay. Then I'll venture out and say you're top 3.
All right. I can do.
I'm still saying, like, I'm not saying, like, also for the person who I feel is probably number 6. Well, I guess there's one other person who, like, so if we're 7. Counting significant other 7. Okay. If we're, like, for the people who are 6 and 7, it's not that, like, I don't think they're funny, but I'm just saying, here's the thing. If you go to the circus and the clown car comes out, we all clowns. But there's got to be one star clown. Okay? We can't all be star clowns. Okay? Those Los Angeles Lakers, they all ballers, but they ain't all LeBron and AD. Okay? Somebody has to be AD. Somebody's got to be Dudley. They can all ball. But they can all ball. But somebody still has to be LeBron.
Dudley could ball you up any day.
Dudley... Here's the thing, and it's like I've seen this online of like guys who are like of Dudley caliber ballers, NBA. They, next to LeBron James and Russell Westbrook, they don't look that hot.
But next to the average
But if they come next to me, dude is gonna hoop me up. Hoop me up. So that's what I'm saying. Somebody's got to be Dudley. That dude just signed on to come back to the Lakers again. Yeah. Dude's making $2.6 million, so ain't nothing to laugh at. So you can clown him all you want.
So the last person coming out of the clown car
is still a clown. Okay. And in this sense,
in our friend group, it's still a clown.
But in our sense,
you're just not.
But in our sense, we're using clown as a good term right now. Like, we clowns, we producing the ha-has. Mm-hmm, but there has to be the person who has...
Not like if you get back with your ex, you're a clown.
No. We're talking about, like, this dude's funny. Or a lady. Or a gal. Okay, but inclusive. This is what I'm saying. Like, if you go to the circus, they all clowns. They all make you laugh. They all entertain you.
Right.
But there's only one person holding the mic, baby. There's only one ringleader.
And that ringleader is...
I mean, I think the burden's fallen on me.
The burden? You gave it to yourself.
Honestly, it was born unto me. Because, like, when I was born, I just grew up being funny. I don't know. I can't help it. I can't help it.
This origin story.
Yeah.
I don't remember a time where I was not.
I honestly don't.
Not
I don't remember a time where people weren't laughing around me. Okay, but we're getting stuck. So I want to say the person who's probably 6, 7 in this list. It's not that we don't think you're funny. You know, I wouldn't want to hang around with somebody who's boo boo. But we can't all be number one. There's no participation trophies here, baby. Come on.
I mean, true. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. You are funny. I think you are funny. I think you're.
I hope so.
You're one of. I think you. I'm gonna give you the credit and say that you are the funniest of our friend group. But I don't know if that's me being biased.
I think our friend group would also probably corroborate this.
Oh, so you don't think they would choose me?
I don't think so. You know this. You know this.
And
Exactly.
So, yeah, I just, I don't know. I think, that's kind of where I land in this whole thing. But, okay. So this is the point I was trying to say. I think you're probably like a top 3, at least in like our friend group and stuff. Now, here's my question. Do you think it's possible to date somebody who is on the opposite end of the haha range of you? Like, what is like the max you can be? Also, but do you think it could be too close?
I think if you guys are both, I think if you're dating someone that's the same level of, I don't think that's bad.
You don't think but do you think it can clash? Because, like, I feel like...
Well, maybe with your level of haha.
See?
Because you're just up there.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, because she knows I'm up there.
So if you're up there, and if you date someone that's also up there, it's just too... Like, I feel like people would not want to be around.
It's just too intense.
It's just too much.
I do admit...
It's just jokes every second. Like, you just can't.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I do admit... and I know this, it can be intense to be around me sometimes. It can be...
Pretty much, you gotta get ready to be dragged.
Okay. Okay.
Am I wrong?
Okay.
Because you be dragging sometimes. It's funny, though.
Here we go.
It's funny, though.
Okay.
Do you not? I feel like you just gotta...
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
I just feel like you gotta... If you're hanging out with you just gotta be ready to get roasted.
Okay. All right.
I think you just can't take... This is me not saying... This is me not justifying you by saying, like, oh, like, that's how he is. Like, just, that excuse?
Yeah.
Like, if... Like, you're just like, oh, well, that's just how he is. Yeah. But I think it's roast. You gotta get used to being roasted, but it's funny. It's, like, coming out of love, I feel like. Maybe I'm interpreting that wrong. I don't know.
Quote.
So, I mean, I think I agree with you. I think there's two things. I think you have to have the right level of mixture of ha-has. Because I think, like, if you have an alpha ha-ha, I don't think 2 alpha ha-has will be, like, too compatible, I don't think.
Right.
Because I think, like, I'm being completely honest. I'm just, this is me pulling the shield back, pulling the curtain back. I'm not Captain America holding a shield. But, it can be a little draining. It can be a little draining sometimes, just, being the alpha haha person,
So someone else got to step up. If anyone's listening to this in their friend group.
I'm just saying it takes a lot of energy, and that's a lot.
Prep.
It's not that there's a lot to it, I'm acting like, oh, woe is me for being so funny, it's just the cards that was dealt, I'm just playing them. Ooh, that was good. That's the name of my book. Anyway, The cards I was dealt, I'm just playing them. Or my mixtape. Oh, I should do a mixtape.
Yes.
But no.
Here's why I decided to jump on.
Okay.
Because we were talking about Spotify and, like, your top listens on Spotify. I don't know if I want to say this because I really don't want to get dragged. I feel like maybe in the future.
Okay, so you need to preface this. You need to preface this of what brought this conversation up.
What do you mean?
What brought this conversation up?
Okay. Well, on Instagram, there's like a lot of people posting their Spotify.
It's a thing right now. It's
like
a thing.
The Spotify, what you listen to most.
We don't necessarily know the exact thing because we're Apple Music listeners, so we are left out right now.
Yeah.
We're Squidward in the window.
I tried it though. Apparently, the song that was top on my list only got streamed 3 times, and that's what made it top on my list.
Yes, it wasn't a high bar for you, but again, we're Apple Music listeners, so we're.
But so a lot of people are posting that. What if we get dragged for being Apple?
No one's listening. No one's listening. I posted a podcast this morning. Not one listens. So the only people who will hear this is if somehow people start to listen and then want to go back. But by then, who knows? It's fine.
But so all these people were posting all this. And a lot of people had Bad Bunny as their top listen. Like as their like.
Or a lot of people you know.
I guess a lot of, okay, back it up. A lot of people I know, which I'm not trying to drag anyone that likes Bad Bunny, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't be listening to the best artist either. I'm not like what would you call it? Like like a music head.
Okay.
I don't know if that.
Okay.
A music connoisseur.
Okay.
Or, I don't know if that makes sense. But my point is, I'm not trying to drag anyone that likes Bad Bunny at all by talking about this.
He's got some bangers. He also has some props.
But here's the thing. Do you have that much bangers where you're at like the top 1% of listening to that Bad Bunny? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Because I don't even know, like,
so
she's
so basically what she's trying to say, I feel like that was a long way of saying, she went on Instagram and she saw some people posting their story. She was very surprised to see that somebody she follows on Instagram was being very braggadocious that they were in the top 3% of all, is in the top 3% of Bad Bunny listeners on Spotify, which I think is a large amount of people that use Spotify. Then she kept scrolling through her stories and saw somebody who was in the top 1% of all Spotify listeners of listening to Bad Bunny for 2020. I don't know if that's something to be proud of. I mean, here's the thing. I like Bad Bunny. Mm-hmm. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a bunhead, but I do enjoy some of his songs. I also don't think he has like the biggest discography of music.
No. He probably has like, well, for people who do listen to Bad Bunny, they might be like, you're wrong. He has a ton of hits, but I don't think he has that much hits.
Okay, so he essentially has 3 albums. He has a 4th album that just came out Thursday that, I mean, I guess could have impacted. But if we're talking about being in the top 1%, you had to be banging Bad Bunny all day, every day. Because here's the thing I think about is you had to do it a lot because no matter what you think, he's very, very, very popular. And I think, he's popular in America. He's, popular in probably Latin countries as well. So I think Spotify is a very popular app. Mm-hmm. So I think a lot of people are listening to Bad Bunny, and then to be in the top 1%, like I feel like you had to be listening to him like every day.
Yeah. Like
on hours. So like so his first album has 15 songs. He has a song with Drake on that one. And then 8. So 15, 8. It's embarrassing to do math on the spot. 23 songs. And then he had another album come out. Oh, okay, this one had 20. So then we have 40 songs. And then another 10 songs. So you had to listen to 50 songs for 365 days to be in the top 1%. That's a lot of listening to the same 50 songs.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, and Bad Bunny.
See, that's the thing. It's Bad Bunny. Like it's cool.
I feel like his And even his songs are very similar.
They are.
So you're just kind of listening to, like...
the same thing.
But
all the time.
It's just like Bad Bunny on repeat.
Yeah. And I feel like even to be in the top 3% is extreme. And there had to be clearly a difference for that one person to be at 3% and another person to be at 1%. Like, that's a huge... Like, for them to differentiate it, it had to be, like, a huge difference of Bad Bunny listening hours.
Right. Yeah, and that's what I don't get.
I really wish they would have, like, posted, because I think there is a thing that I've seen, like, on Twitter and Instagram, too. Like, it'll show you how many hours you've listened to something.
Oh.
I think, again, I'm an Apple Music person, so I'm missing out. I don't get a no. But, yeah.
They probably listened to it, like, almost every hour of the whole year.
They had to.
They probably fell asleep with Bad Bunny playing.
Okay. They Honestly, just had it playing.
They just probably did.
I feel like the one person... Now, okay, so does the person who got the 3% know the person who got the 1%?
No.
Oh, okay. See, because I knew you kind of... Like, because you know them from the same kind of thing, right? Or follow them because
Yes, but we went... They're both from completely different schools.
Oh, okay.
So it's not even...
She outed herself. She's putting the clues out there. That is.
I mean, you kind of laid them out.
No, I didn't. I said, did you know them from the same type of thing? It could have been work. It could have been school. It could have been, just volunteering, because you do that. But
yeah.
you outed yourself.
I mean, I guess.
Don't worry. Nobody's
listening.
But
again,
no one's listening. It's okay. It doesn't hurt my feelings.
But, yeah, I just don't understand listening to Bad Bunny that consecutively. I don't even think I have an artist that I listen to that much.
Well, that is going to be my next question. So then, who would you say is an acceptable artist? I mean, I guess it's not for me. I know I asked you the question, but I guess for me, it's not even that it's whatever the artist is, because different strokes for different folks. I really don't care who people like. It's just, I guess, I'm trying to comprehend it. But if you're listening to, like, I don't know, Jay-Z. Jay-Z has quite the discography of albums, right? So, like, if you just are really a Jay-Z head, like, there's, a lot of different Jay-Z songs you could be listening to be in the top 1%. So I guess for me, it's like I can't fathom listening to the same 50 songs so much that you're in the top 1%.
Right.
What do you think? Like, what? I don't know.
I don't think I would.
Is it for you because it's Bad Bunny, or for you because it's so few songs?
Just because it's Bad Bunny.
Okay.
Honestly.
Right.
Just because it's Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Like...
She's not down with the chumbeos.
Like, I don't dislike Bad Bunny, but it's just kind of like, come on. Bad Bunny? Like...
I mean, he's very popular, though.
I know he's very popular, and...
Well, that's why he's very popular.
And for the reason, who am I to talk smack on Bad Bunny?
Who am I to say anything? When I have 0 people listening to my podcast.
Exactly.
And this guy has 2 people in the top percentage in the whole world listening to him.
Exactly. So, I'm not one to, like, drag Bad Bunny, but Bad Bunny. Out of all the artists you could have been spending your time listening to, like, there has to be
and also, are you really not mixing it up?
But that's what I'm saying. It's so bland.
Like, that's all... Oh, my God. Could you imagine if you, like, carpooled or got a ride with that person?
And it's just Bad Bunny.
All the time.
It's just Bad Bunny. Like, you can't be like, oh, can we hit some, like, Destiny's Child? Can we hit some, like... Britney Spears? Can we hit some, like... just... There's so much ways you can mix that up.
Yeah.
Can we hit some Drake?
Whoa,
can we hit some Pop Smoke? Can we hit some Mood Swings?
Ooh.
Like, I just don't understand just Bad Bunny.
Yeah. Could we get some Whoopty?
Have you on the SS Social, man?
I don't think I can do too much because it's going to be on YouTube. But if you haven't listened to Whoopty, go listen to Whoopty.
So I just don't get how you just don't mix it up.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And also
it is definitely, how can you not mix up because it's so few songs, but definitely also because of the artist it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I told you I feel the same way. Like, I feel like, it's, controversial to some people, but I feel like The Weeknd is very similar to me. And don't get me wrong, love him. We have tickets to go see him. We've already seen him in concert once before.
Yes.
But
Turned.
I feel like a lot of his songs are very similar. So I feel like he's another one that I could not imagine being in the top 1% or even top 3 or 5% of people who listen to him.
Our friend's probably in the 1%, honestly.
There is a friend that we have that
he
is
knows
in the top
who he
1%.
is if he listens
if
to this.
He ever listens to this,
I doubt he is.
We're talking about you right now.
We do have a friend that just plays The Weeknd for every occasion.
Here's my problem.
Like,
The
I
Weeknd
feel
has a lot
like
of,
he'll play often at his wedding. That's just
that kind of goes though.
That's just how much I feel like he listens to the Weeknd.
Okay, because I feel like I
But at
wouldn't
your
be
wedding
opposed to
with
that.
mom and pop just sitting there, you're just saying how.
If you walking down the aisle to this kind of goes.
I guess. I changed my mind.
Oh, yeah.
It is a little. It does kind
Here's
of.
the thing with The Weeknd that the problem he says. You picked Often. I feel like that was a poor choice because that song kind of bangs.
Yes,
but
I hope he opens the Super Bowl with that song.
Oh, okay, all right. We got a Super Bowl historian here, but he has some songs that I like, but I would say they're more of in your feelings, just kind of hanging out, maybe being a little emo, being reflective on a past relationship or current state of your life. They're very just kind of like vibe songs. And our friend will play them in very hype moments. Like, we're like in the middle of a party, we're having, moods are up, everybody's having a great time. He asks, it's not even the aux cord, let me Bluetooth into the speaker. And then he goes to put on a
as we're
song.
moshing.
And it's, literally just socking each other, moshing and dancing.
Yeah.
And it's like a completely in your feelings type Weeknd song to then be told,
yeah,
what are you talking about? The song goes.
House of Balloons type vibe. Which House of Balloons does have bangers, but not when you're just moshing.
There's a certain vibe.
Not when you just came off of
Whoopty.
Whoopty. Exactly.
Yes. If you haven't listened to Whoopty, I believe I saw on my phone, it's by CJ. Look up Whoopty by CJ. Listen to that. See what kind of vibes and feelings that gives you. You're going to get turned up. You're going to want to have a good time. Have a couple of drinks. Have a couple of ha-has with your friends. And then go to a Weeknd song that's, just kind of...
Buzzkill.
Yeah, it just doesn't go. And we're not talking about, Flashing Lights or... No, that's Kanye.
That's
Blinding
Kanye.
Light. We're not talking about,
Blinding
the
Lights.
Bangers of
Blinding
The
Lights.
Weeknd.
Blinding Lights.
Yes.
Sounds banger.
It is.
Or Starboy. You could kind of...
Oh, yeah. We're not talking about those.
You could kind of go off with Starboy a little bit. A little bit.
Let's see. Let me see, if I can get an example of a type of song he would...
No, let me look at it.
I'm just going to pick one.
Hype for this. Or The Morning, too. Something like that.
The morning kind of goes up.
That's true.
This is not the kind of thing you want to come on in the middle of a party.
That's just coming off of
There's nothing...
That's just coming off of
Whoopty.
Exactly, yeah, there's just no...
And think about a moment where you're just having a good time with your friends, you're having drinks, you're laughing. And then now that comes on. That was 20 seconds of sound.
Yeah.
Of not even music.
Yeah. It's not there for me.
That's going to be a no for me, dog.
But then that's why I think, what is he going to play at the Super Bowl? Because that's all he has. I guess
no,
he would play
Okay, now I need to say you need to put some respect on Abel. Because first off, we got Starboy, okay? Banger. This is Super Bowl ready, okay? Obviously we got Blinding Lights.
Yeah.
Banger with lights. I mean, it sounds dumb because it's called blinding lights, but they always do those like weird people holding lights on the field. Probably not, maybe robots because of COVID.
What?
But, well, it's COVID. You can't have people on the field holding lights now.
I mean...
So it's probably just going to be robots. I don't know. They can't contract COVID that I know of. Okay, what about Low Life?
Low Life is a banger.
Okay, see, look, that's 33 songs.
I don't know if it's kid-friendly. Like, he really will have to edit that out.
The Hills goes off and he does the Hills slide. Well, look at this. I think he'd probably open up with this on Super Bowl.
Probably. But
he's got another Daft Punk song with I Feel It Coming.
That's true. That's a good playlist.
So, I mean, come on. This dude has to do like 15, 20 minutes. Most of the time, he's not going to do the full songs anyway.
Exactly. He already has 5
He's going to be
songs.
able to do it. I just hope his face will be okay by then.
Right. No, I think it'll be the same. That's like his whole vibe right now.
Okay.
That's like his whole look,
Okay.
I guess.
Oh, yeah, just like how he had the hair before. Now it's just a beat-up face now.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just going through phases.
Yeah.
He's growing.
Yeah, growing pains.
Well, I guess he's not growing. He's always kind of had fingers. So...
Okay. All right, she going back on Abel now. She bringing the slander.
I'm not slandering him.
Yeah, it sounded slanderish.
I'm not slandering him.
It sounded like slanderish.
I'm not slandering him.
It sounded
Was
slanderish.
I slandering Bad Bunny earlier when I said I wasn't?
That definitely sounded slanderish.
It was slander.
Yeah, ooh,
it was.
Okay.
But
it sounded slanderish.
Okay. I mean...
Your feelings are your feelings. I mean, you're not hating them. It's just your feeling.
Yeah. I get down with some Weeknd. Not while I'm moshing, but I get down with some Weeknd.
Yeah.
Not when I'm trying to, like, get whoopty, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Not a good mix. So, yeah. Cool. Well, I appreciate you hopping on with me. I appreciate you coming to be in the cut with me. And yeah.
In the cut.
Yeah. Any last words? Any last words of wisdom? I mean, I'm sure.
No. If anyone's listening to this, please don't come after me for all that Bad Bunny talk I just did. Or for anything else I did, honestly.
Oh.
Please, like, don't cancel me.
Okay. All right. The plea to the people.
Don't cancel me.
We're talking about future people because right now...
Zero.
It's okay. It's a process. We're going to believe in this process. We're talking maybe 2025, 2030, I guess.
2030, that's prime.
By time that if I'm still in the cut in 2030 and someone's like, "Damn, I like being in the cut. I'm going to go back." Don't come after us and cancel us from 2020. It's already been tough enough.
Let this be written.
We're also saying if you like Bad Bunny, like Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I never said
it's just,
if you like Bad Bunny, you're like, I don't even want to say dumb, but like,
no.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
No, personally, it wasn't for me. But I'm not criticizing. You like what you like. I'm just giving my take. So for future listeners, do not come after me for Bad Bunny.
I don't care.
So yeah. Well, thank you, Yami. Thank you for being in the cut with Arthur.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you to anybody who listens probably in the future for being in the cut. I'm in the cut, and I'm Arthur. Thank you.